Hi guys! So a couple weeks ago, I had shared on my Instagram stories that I had bought this umami XO sauce, and a lot of you guys DM'd me asking, what is this sauce, how do I use it, and where can I get it from? So I thought I'd share a recipe using this sauce today. So this specific XO sauce is called umami XO sauce, and as you can see, I'm almost done with it. It's made by Top Chef Winner Malin, whose restaurant in downtown LA was actually recently nominated by the James Beard Foundation for Best New Restaurant 2020. So I will link this XO sauce in the description below. It is definitely on the pricier side, and if you feel like you don't want to spend that much on a sauce, I will also link a more affordable Lee Kum Kee brand in the description below. So what is in an XO sauce? It's made of dried shrimp, scallops, aromatics like garlic, shallots, spices, and there's definitely a little bit of chili in there for some heat. So enough of this intro. You can probably hear my dog scratching herself. Enough of this intro. Let's get to the recipe. For any fried rice, I recommend using rice that has been refrigerated overnight. That way, the rice won't become mushy when we stir fry it. To dice your carrots, first cut them lengthwise and lay it flat, then cut them into matchsticks. Then turn the matchsticks around and dice it. Now I prefer to use white onions for this recipe, but the one I had was rotten on the inside, so I ended up using a red onion instead. Slice your onions lengthwise and then slice it crosswise to make diced onions. We're also going to mince some garlic, and we're going to use half of this to give some aroma to our shrimp. Now if you're like me and you hoarded a bunch of frozen peas when this pandemic started, now would be a good time to use it. Today I'm using frozen jumbo shrimp that I have thawed. These ones came deveined, but if you are using jumbo shrimp or prawn, make sure you devein them before cooking. So I highly recommend patting your shrimps dry before stir frying, otherwise you'll just be boiling it in the excess liquid. This is something that I actually forgot to do in this video. So remove the shells of the shrimp and let's get to the fun part. Place the wok over high heat and add a tablespoon of oil. Once the oil is hot, add your shrimp and stir fry. When the shrimp starts to gain some color, add half of the garlic and continue to stir fry until it's no longer translucent and cook through. Add a pinch of salt and continue to stir fry. Then once it's cooked through, remove it from the wok and set it aside. So if you have some burned bits at the bottom, scrape them off and get rid of it. Add a tablespoon of oil and add your onions and garlic. Stir fry until onions are soft and translucent. Then add your carrots and stir fry for a minute or so. Make a little well, and if your wok is looking kind of dry, add a little bit more oil and then add in your rice. Now break your rice up vigorously and stir fry to combine the ingredients together. Once most of the rice is broken up, add the soy sauce and stir fry, and then we can add our XO sauce. So I've started out with 2 tablespoons, but you can add more if you want more of that XO flavor in your fried rice, or you can add less if it's too spicy for you. Just make it to your taste. So stir fry until most of the rice is covered in the sauce, and make a well for your eggs. Beat your eggs in a separate bowl, and don't forget to add a pinch of salt to it. Then drizzle a little bit of oil in your well and pour your eggs in. Quickly stir to scramble your eggs, and when you have the consistency you want, mix the rice in. Once the egg is all mixed in, we want to add in our frozen peas. Now we're adding these all the way in the end because frozen peas cook much faster and we don't want to overcook it and lose the vibrant colors. Lastly, add the shrimp back into your fried rice, stir to combine it all together, and now your dish is ready for serving. Mm. Yummy.
Mm.
'We're so hungry.
No. I just want to shovel it into my mouth.
Oof. Oof.